question is, how do I stay top of mind with my ideal customers? So here is something that I want you to keep in mind. Sales is like dating. You wouldn't go on a first date with someone and say, hey, you want to marry me? It's very similar in sales. We've all gotten those emails. I mean, gosh, I just got 3 the other day on LinkedIn where I had sent a message, hey, I'd love to connect with you. We know a bunch of people that are the same. And boom, they send back a message that was like, bah, want to buy my thing? Want to buy my thing? Are you sure you don't want to buy my thing? And here's the thing that you have to remember is that you have to get to know people before you sell them something, because you don't know what their problem is and you can't sell them what you have unless you know that that's the problem you're going to fix, because that's why people buy things. They have a problem, they need a solution. So if your widget isn't the solution to that problem, they're not going to buy it. Even if you force it down their throat, it's not going to happen. So if you are that person who set up the automatic email that pops out when someone responds to you that says, hey, here's the link to my calendar. Hey, here's a demo video. Here's this, here's that. Don't do that. It's overwhelming. Nobody's going to respond to that. It just feels gross. It feels icky. And so the best way to do that is to get rid of it. Okay? Let's just start there. Just get rid of that. Maybe start a conversation with somebody. Hey, I follow you on Instagram. I saw that you have this, that you do this. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? Ease into it. Don't send an automated response to somebody that says, hey, I just want to get a couple minutes of your time because I want to talk to you about this. Well, how do you even know if I have a problem with my phone system? How do you even know if I'm unhappy with it? How do I know that your phone system is better than the one that I currently have? Those conversations are just that, conversations. You have to talk to people, and I know what you're saying, but they won't talk to me. Well, it's because you're probably vomiting your sales pitch all over them. It might just start out with a, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's your Instagram? I want to follow along, learn more about your business, instead of it just being all about you, the salesperson. So keep that in mind. When you want to stay top of mind with your ideal customers, it's all about consistency, but you don't want to start the relationship off in a bad light by sales pitching them right off the bat. And I think that this is something too that happens with multi-level marketing. And this is why a lot of times people that are in MLMs get a really bad rap when really they shouldn't, because they are running massive businesses. There are people that I follow on social media that are killing it in the MLM game. But you know what they're not doing? They're not saying, hey, you look fat. Do you want to get fit? Hey, have you thought about getting fit? Hey, how about this? How about that? How about that? Like, it's just too much. You're not going to reach anybody by doing that. So slow your roll, relax, and rethink your process. Now, if someone wants to find out more about your business, how do you think that they are going to take a look at it? They're going to check out your Instagram. They're going to check out your social media. They might sign up for your freebie on your website. They might follow along for a while and see where things are going. So you want to be consistent in posting content to your ideal target market. So if you've never had that conversation, if you've never thought about who is my ideal target market, that is an exercise that you need to walk through. So that's determining who is that person? What problems do they have? What is their life like? How old are they? What kind of job do they have? Where do they live? What kind of house do they live in? How many children do they have? Are they married? Are they single? What gender are they? All these different things that will allow you to really funnel down to the type of person that you're trying to reach. Now, you might also develop through that target market. You might also want to know how many employees that business has. What type of business is it? Are you looking to market to MLMs? They have a very specific need that you might be able to serve. Is there, are these multiple business owners? There's so many different things that you can really, really dig down on who's your ideal customer, because if you are shotgunning your sales pitch everywhere, it's not going to be effective, versus if you found your person that meets all your criteria and wants to buy your thing because the problem that they have is the one you solve, boom, huge. So, again, consistency. So, if you are shotgunning content out and you're doing it once every 3 weeks, maybe once a month, who knows, you were killing it in the beginning because you were excited about this business, and now you're just kind of like meh about the whole thing. People can feel that. People need to be able to feel your passion. They need to feel your consistency. So if this is a business, something that you want to do long term, you have to come up with a strategy for that business. How to maintain keeping those customers engaged with you. So let's say that you're a fashion blogger. So you make your money with affiliate links, you make your money by partnering with brands, modeling their clothes, doing all their, posting pictures, talking about the way the fabric feels, the texture, things like that. Well, then your ideal social media is definitely going to be Instagram, because you're going to want to be posting pictures. You're going to want to talk about sales. You're going to make sure that you have more than 1,000 people that are following you, so that way you could do the swipe up link, because if someone sees you in a cute sweater and a pair of jeans, they want to be able to swipe up and buy it. There's all these different things that you can do that are specific to your business. And you're not going to know that until you really dig into who your target market is. Because maybe your target market is on TikTok, but you really want them to be on Instagram because that's where you really shine. Well, you're going to have to meet people where they're at. You're going to have to get on TikTok. You're going to have to show them the benefits of being on Instagram, because TikTok doesn't have a swipe up link. You might want to post on your Instagram page that you have a like to know it app. So if people want to, maybe they didn't see the one post, but they know that you dress cute all the time. So they're going to go to your like to know it page so that they can look at all the outfits that you have posted there. There's all these different things that you can do so you can meet people where they are. But you have to remember that consistency is the key. If you're not posting content regularly, how are they going to know when you're going to be around? Maybe they have an event coming up and they want to look at the black tie outfits that you have. If you don't have a specific section for that available on your website that you can direct people to go to, they're going to look elsewhere. They're going to get on Google, and if your site doesn't pop up, they're going to click on a different link. People go with the path of least resistance. I always say that if people are going to burn calories, they're not going to do it. You have to make it so easy for them. So two huge things, consistency and make it easy. Don't make people jump through hoops to get what they need, because they won't do it, especially when your competitor is not making them jump through hoops. So make sure that you know who your target is. Make sure that you're not vomiting your sales pitch all over them. Get to know them, especially nowadays where everything is so focused on social media. People are still looking to connect. If someone sends you a DM, you better make sure that you're responding to it. You are not too busy to respond back to someone's message. You're not. Whether that's, any social media, whether that's an email, a message through your website, you want to get back to people right away, especially if you're trying to sell something, which I think most people are. That's kind of the whole point, is we're hoping to sell some things to some people so we can, pay our bills and feed our children and things like that. So you want to make sure that you're making it easy, that you're consistent, and that you're going after the right person. If you're selling to someone that is not your target market, they're not going to buy, and then you're going to be frustrated, and then you might give up. And you don't want to do that. So you have to do the work in the beginning of the process, so that way later on, you know exactly who you're talking to. You have the person's face. You have what they look like. You have what they drive. You know how they dress. You know where they live. You know what kind of house or do they like to go to TJ Maxx and buy things? You know all those things. And I can't remember who, but somebody said the riches are in the niches. So keep in mind when you are looking at things that you're not just going to sell to everybody, because if you sell to everybody, you're going to sell to nobody. So keep that in mind. Make it easy for people and be consistent.